Let's head over to our guest this morning. Welcome to the airwaves, Kiewa Austin-Rioli.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, you've got a good microphone. Tick. Love it. I know for the listeners, we don't do any sound checks or anything, so it's just literally live. But now you get the gist of it. How are you this morning?
Yeah, I'm good. Good. How are you?
I'm doing really well. Thanks for joining us as part of Black Biz Week. And tell us, so are you an artist first, or are you a collection of artists? How did your idea come about to do a art-based, it's not just stickers, but tell us a little bit about Sweetwater Art.
So pretty much I have always loved art since I was little. As long as I can remember, I've always done some sort of art, and especially in school, I loved doing art. And for my Year 12 VCE subject, I did studio art, and I focused on Aboriginal art. So I'm Gunditjmara and Tiwi Islander girl, so I get to incorporate both of my tribe's art styles, which is really awesome, and get to explore different styles. But earlier this year, I made a card for Arnie Pam Pedersen,
Yeah, cool.
and I hand did that one, and I thought it would be awesome to have some of my designs on cards for people to buy. And I have always loved stickers and stuff as well, so I thought, why not try and design my own and see if that's something people would be interested in. And then I just kind of put a post up on Facebook and said, would anybody be interested in this kind of stuff? And heaps of people said that they would.
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah, and so it just started during the start of lockdown. I really didn't want to be sitting around doing nothing because I knew we were going to be in lockdown for a long time. So I thought, why not try and start my own business? I've had people around me, especially my dad, who started a lot of little businesses and bigger businesses as well. So I've watched him go through the business scene, and I thought, why not try and do it for myself? So that was back in June, I'm pretty sure. I think it was.
Way back in June, like way back in June.
It feels like forever ago. It feels like I did those posts ages ago because of how far my business has come in such a short amount of time.
It's incredible.
Yeah, so I went from just, hand drawing a couple of cards for elders to actually going and buying a printer and just doing it on my kitchen table, and just doing it through Facebook and getting orders through Facebook. And then I just slowly built up and got a website going and all that kind of stuff, and then got a room dedicated just for my office space. And then just recently I've got a huge printer, and that was only possible through the help of the community, which was amazing. So I had it's like a fundraiser thing. It was posable, and basically the community helped and donated some money towards me getting this printer for my business, because it was going to expand my business a whole lot, and it already has since I've got it. And so basically it's allowed me to go from basic stickers that struggle to stick on surfaces to being able to create bumper stickers, and, as you mentioned earlier, small stickers that say, great job, awesome work, and all that kind of stuff. And I focused that on schools, but my mum made a post and pretty much said that throughout our whole lives she's always said positive things to us. And so to give it to our younger generations and our nieces and nephews, and that, just to give them the positive affirmations every day, just to tell them that they're doing a deadly job, and have Aboriginal designs on those stickers. I was just thinking, if I was a kid at school and getting Aboriginal design stickers that would work, I would have loved that. Yeah, better than just the basic ones, So,
I know.
And I'm also
yellow sticker with just a black 2 dots and a stripe, like a little smiley
exactly.
face.
Yeah, so
Come on.
I've also been able to do stickers for other businesses. So if they want their logo done, or if they want something done for their car with their phone number and all that kind of stuff. That's what the printer has allowed me to do.
Wow.
So it's just allowed me to expand so much, and it just makes it feel like I've been doing this business for way longer than I actually have.
Oh, that is the joy of and the journey of business is I mean, I don't have any kids, but I'm sure parents say, the first, kids just grow so quickly. I find that with business as well. It feels like the first month is like a year, and you're like, whoa, and you're probably like, what were you thinking when you started it? Were you nervous, or were you thinking, where do I start? I've never made stickers in my life.
I was so nervous. Yeah, I was so nervous. And there were so many times where I was saying to people around me, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't think that people will want to buy my stuff. I don't think that people would be interested. And I just had my family and friends just say, keep going. Like, people will want to buy your stuff. And especially because you're so young. So I started it when I was 19, and then I turned 20 a couple months ago, and they said it's kind of unique as well. And my main focus that I really wanted was to be doing it all myself and not really have like a middleman kind of person. I do the designing, and then I do it all on the computer so that I can print it all at home and then package it all at home. So the only time that it's not between me and the customer is just postage, really.
I'll be your postie.
I'm just driving around. But even some of my big Christmas orders, I have gotten a few for Christmas cards, and I went and hand delivered a couple of them and had people come and pick them up. So even sometimes there's no middleman at all. It's just me straight to them, which I love. I just wanted to do it all 100% like through me.
Yes.
But it's pretty awesome.
Oh, it's so cool. I've got another friend of mine who hand delivers. He's got these whiskey glasses, and he's been going really well for years, but he still loves dropping off the product to the person. And it's sometimes it's really beautiful for the person receiving it going, what? The person whose business owner is dropping this off? It's really good.
I would love to just meet absolutely everyone who orders my stuff. And I remember when I got my first interstate order, I was like, whoa, someone outside of Victoria wants to buy my stuff. And now I've had heaps of interstate orders, and I'm just like, I wish I could just meet everyone, especially through lockdown. Like, obviously couldn't really see anybody at all. And so it would just be awesome. And I also do like designing. So some businesses have approached me and asked me to do some digital art for them for different projects and stuff that they've run, and even for like their website and stuff. So if they I meet with them and just see what they want to what story they want to tell, and basically they'll just give me a whole bunch of words that they want to tell, and then I'll go away, and they usually have their specific colors they need to use, so I'll just create something with that. And that's something that's completely new to me. Like, digital art is fairly new to me, and that's something that I absolutely love doing as well. Like, it's so fun.
So what are you? So not digital. What did you tend to head towards when you do art?
I was always a painter. I loved painting anything, really, anything that I could paint on. I would paint on, and I did canvases for a while, and that was at the start. And then when I started doing digital art, it just got busy, but I still love doing canvases, and it's definitely something I want to get back into. But I also have like a day job outside of my business.
Of course. Let's not pretend you're not going to drive around a Ferrari these days. Like,
exactly. It's pretty hectic.
What do you do? And so what job are you juggling? Like,
so I work for Yarra City Council.
Sticker making company.
So I work for Yarra Council, and I'm in the Aboriginal Partnerships team. So I work alongside Uncle Colin Hunter, Wurundjeri Elder, and Dan DeCrew. They're my teammates, and they're awesome people. They're just awesome mentors. So I've been there for just over a year now. So whenever it's outside of those hours, it's Sweetwater art hours, and it's just it's crazy to but it's good because during lockdown I didn't really have anything else to do.
Yeah.
So it was just get me like off the couch or out of bed and having to actually do something, which has been so good for mental health and stuff as well.
Oh, I can relate to that totally. I mean, this radio station was born in just a pressure of going, I'm going to lose my mind if I don't do something. What can I do? And I can't leave my house. I'm sure you're one of many that have gotten a bit creative, and it's so impressive to think of June you only started and you're getting interstate orders. It's great. That's great.
Yeah,
super impressive. Hey, what's Sweetwater art mean?
So Sweetwater is the meaning of my first name, Kiewa, and so I thought it fit. I knew straight away that I wanted it Sweetwater art.
It's beautiful.
Straight away.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Hey, you talked about two cultures you've got in kind of general terms. You got your Tiwi and your did you say Wurundjeri?
Gunditjmara.
Gunditjmara, sorry. I just went on the Colin Hunter thing. I think. When you're doing art, where do you place it culturally, if anywhere? And do you tend to just kind of go with the feel and kind of what you're feeling at the time to kind of give elements of Tiwi mob or your Gunditjmara mob, or do you do something more approach to Wurundjeri?
So basically, it depends what I'm drawing. It depends what kind of story I want to tell. So with anything that's so with the Tiwi side, I usually do pukumani poles, which are totem poles, or turtles and stuff, and then I'll do the fine lines and the cross hatching type of artwork, because that's what's focused up there. And I'll also draw like little birds and different types of things. But then down like Warrnambool way, I will do like bunjil and different animals I'll incorporate, because obviously Gunditjmara is like way down south, and then Tiwi Islands is up north, so completely different animals.
Nice.
And I like to try and put in animals where I can. So I don't know, it just kind of depends what story I'm trying to tell, and what I'm really feeling. I kind of just go with the flow when I'm doing the art. I'll have a rough idea of what I want to do, and then whatever happens. Really, I don't try and force myself to stay to one thing. I just kind of let it happen, and whatever my brain comes up with, I just tend to go with it.
I love it. Hey, I'm wondering about when you start a business and you're buying products, you always get it wrong. Like you never nail it. Have you just had some like rubbish stickers that just fall off everything, and just like these little liars telling me to buy 100 pack? They're all going in the bin. How many things have you overcome in that realm? What kind of things? Give us some insight.
I originally bought this one printer at the start, and and during that time I went to Officeworks, and there was literally pretty much no printers available, because everyone's working from home and everyone needed a printer. Even the highest quality sticker printers people were buying, and I'm just like, why is everyone buying this now? Like, I get the normal printers that print your documents and stuff, but these ones, like, surely not everyone's going into sticker printing. Apparently they were. But I bought this one printer from Officeworks, and they said it was pretty good. And obviously printers aren't cheap. It was, I think it was $400 or something. And well, I was trying to print a batch of stickers, and it was making the loudest sound.
Oh no!
It was jamming. Like it literally sounded like a machine gun or something. It was insane. And then I took it back, and I was like, "Hey, I don't think this is meant to happen." And then they gave me another one, and the exact same thing happened. And I was like, this obviously isn't good for stickers, like you guys told me. I need a different printer. And then I got another one, and it was way better. And I've had trial and error with sticker paper, and the old sticker paper I used to use, I had stickers around, and I could see that if you didn't wipe the surface properly, if there was dust underneath, it would not stick for a while. And I would see my stickers peeling off, and I'm like, oh my God, other people are going to have their stickers peeling off.
You don't want to send them out.
Yeah, I know. And so, but now with the new printer, we did so much research on it. My partner, he he's the research person.
I love it.
I'm not a researcher. So
Oh,
he
that's a
would be
great
up
team.
for ages. Yeah, so he does all the research, and he told me this is what it does. And I'm like, look, if you think it's good, because I can't be bothered sitting here watching all these videos. So he did it all, which was awesome. And it's a deadly printer, but apparently everyone wanted to buy it because there was absolutely none, and it was like worldwide. There was none, so we had to wait for months and months.
You've just given me an idea. My partner, I've trying to work out how she can fit into my businesses. Researcher. That's a valid. That's how I spend so much time laying up in bed till 1 or 2 in the morning, losing my mind, going, I just don't know. But a researcher might be nice because it's a different. You got to keep shifting and then get back to the job, and it's a hard one when you're probably more difficult for you when you want to be creative. You don't want to have all these tense, stressful, lost moments where you go, all right, let's come back to reality and
because I'm not good with that stuff. I will forget what I have just read. I'm not. I can watch videos, but not if they're too long. But he actually really enjoys researching. So from the start, he's been so good, even with the smaller printers and with the type of paper. Because before I got into this printing stuff, I didn't realize how many different types of paper there is, and like the thickness, for cards and all that kind of stuff, and you have to get the right one. And I'm just like, oh my God, it's just paper, but it's really not. There is so many different types of paper, and now I'm like a paper expert. And I didn't think at 20 years old I would be a paper expert. Like, that's not where I pictured myself to be.
Like, what kind of lingo, if I was trying to rock up to like a paper convention and I just needed to buy myself like 5 minutes of pretending what to say, what kind of words would I need to include?
Well, the biggest word is, the 3 letters that it's just GSM.
Mad GSM. I got mad GSMs going on.
Yeah,
like
my printer. You just say 100 GSM, which is all about the thickness of the paper. It's all boring stuff, but that's what I've had to learn, but it's all part of the what I signed up for, really.
So if I rocked up and met you at a paper convention, I go, what GSM your printer rocking?
Yeah,
would
that's
you say,
exactly what.
This person
you'd be like, he knows his stuff.
Okay, good one. What does GSM even stand for?
I don't even know. I just know that it has to do with the thickness.
Just
of the
paper thickness.
Yeah. All the exciting stuff.
Oh, that's really cool. So how do you? It's moved really quickly, and you're a pretty small team. Sounds like you just got you and in your house. This is something that I personally try and battle with. Is expansion requires bringing in more people. You've got your researcher. In your right pocket.
Yeah.
What are you? What's next for you? And how far are you looking?
Are
you happy? Are you going to stabilize for a bit and just kind of work on your market that's using it and look after them and then build, or do you just want to take over the world and let's go?
Yeah, that's the goal. But
stickers everywhere.
I don't know. I kind of like doing it all myself. Even when my partner is helping me do things, sometimes I'm like, wait, like I need to know exactly what I'm doing and what stage I'm up to. But it's, from the start, it's always been him and I. And then my brother, he's 9. His artwork is behind me.
Cool.
But yeah, he loves to help where he can. His name's Dylan, and he is always asking, like, do you need help and stuff? So he's helped me package a few things, which is awesome to get him involved at such a young age. And he has watched me go along the journey, and he has so many ideas and stuff for me, and he always comes to me with his ideas. And I just think that's so deadly for a young boy at 9 years old to already have all these ideas and to watch me go through creating a business. And he is always so proud when I do things. Like when I told him I was going to be on this radio show, he was like, "Oh my gosh, sis, like you're going to be on the radio and stuff." He's my number one fan.
That's the best.
I'm not too sure. I think I'll just stick with just being just a small team for now. I'm going to be moving to Darwin sometime next year. So I'll be moving everything up to Darwin and having an office space there. And if it expands, then my dream is to have Sweetwater Art as my main job and my only job.
Brilliant.
Really. Dylan's come in.
Oh, Dylan, get in here. Steal the show. Oh, Dylan, you champ. How are you? What did you
Yeah.
hear? That you're a
What'd you
brilliant
hear?
human being?
Yeah, he's watching it in the lounge room.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and I've
Cameo.
taken over his room.
Cameo.
Yeah, so yeah, he's saying he's made the painting
Oh,
behind me.
Dylan, you should get some artwork maybe on some stickers too.
Yeah. He's run
Well,
out.
maybe-
But yeah. So but yeah, so I don't know.
That's
I guess
awesome.
I'll kind of see, but yeah, hopefully it'll be my main job hopefully in the future. And then
Yeah, I think
I
I
would
mean,
employ people. I would definitely want to keep it. I would want to employ like young Aboriginal people who are obviously really into art and that. And I want to. My whole goal for this whole thing was really just to be a role model for other young Aboriginal, people, because I want them to see what we can do and what we're capable of, and kind of fight against the stereotypes that are put on us. And because it's not easy growing up as an Aboriginal kid, and just to show them that we can be whatever we put our minds to be, and we just can create anything out of whatever we want to. Literally, mine was just a idea, and now here I am a few months later, and just with my own business and working with bigger businesses. And it's just, that's what I want to do, is just to be a role model for the younger ones, and just to show them that you can literally create anything if you really put your mind into it and if you put your energy into it. And I also want to do workshops with young kids and to show them this is how you do it. If this is something you're interested in, come to me whenever you want to, and I'll always be here as a little mentor for the younger ones.
you're gonna make me cry. You're gonna make me cry.
Yeah, but especially because seeing my little brother, like, I just always wanted to be a role model for him, because there's 11 years between us, and I wanted to be a role model for him and all of his friends, and seeing them grow up, and all my little cousins. Like, I would love to see them grow up and have their own businesses and just, take over the world, really.
It's so beautiful, and it's authentic and genuine, and you can just see that it's a fire in you. What changed in you, if anything? I'm hoping you do say there's something changed. But what changes from not being a business owner to being a business owner? Little things like, did you notice people treat you differently? Do you notice, you just talked a little bit about moods, like people's moods around you are all excited. Like, what did you notice change when you...
Yeah, I don't know. I find myself a lot busier, obviously.
Yeah. What about confidence?
Yeah, I've always been a really confident and mature person, but like, since having this business, it's just had to go up a whole lot, because I'm constantly having meetings with different people, and it's gone, like, I've been working since I graduated. I was working for Department of Justice, and now I'm working for council. So I've always been around older people, and always been the youngest, and always been in meetings and stuff. But it's gone from just being a part of the meetings to being the main person of that meeting. And that's something that's definitely changed me to, really be invested in the meetings. Some meetings I sit there and I'm like, I don't really know what's going on. But for the meetings now, it's all about my business and them wanting me to do something. So it's all about my business. So I have to really know what I'm talking about, basically. So, everything, I just feel like I've matured even more since having the business. And, my close friends, they're the best group of girls. All of my close friends, they're all Aboriginal, and my other close friends are my partner's cousins. So they're from East Timor. So it's really good people around me, and they're always so positive. And I've had them messaging me the whole way since I started, saying that I'm really inspiring to them. And that's what really pushes me the most, is just having those messages from people, even people from my high school that are younger than me that I didn't really ever talk to. They're messaging me and saying how inspiring it is, and they love watching me grow and watching my business. And that stuff, just unexpected messages, just makes everything worth it, really. Like, some days I'm just exhausted and I'm like, should I keep going? And then I have my sister girls and that message me and just saying, we're really looking up to you and watching you the whole way, and you're killing it. And I'm just like, that just pushes me so much, and it just makes me so much more motivated, and my energy levels have gone so much higher.
Yeah,
and my
isn't it
motivation
amazing
for
how
things.
much you can work when you're working like for something that you love? You just like, you could work for 12, 15 hours a day and no worries.
Yeah,
You might
well, I
crash
used
out,
to,
but you love it.
I used to be in the office space till 1 a.m, and then my nan would be saying to me, "You need to eat. Like, you need to eat." And there was times where I wouldn't eat for ages. I'm like, I know, but I just forget to, because I'm so working so hard on this, and I'm so dedicated to it. But staying motivated and stuff, is my motivation levels have just gone through the roof. Like, I haven't been so invested in something in a long time, which is deadly.
It's beautiful. I think there's some really good signs there from, you know, your aim to inspire others. I think if people are making the effort to speak to you and say you are killing it, like, they're not assuming, they're not making it up, but you've got lots of people there that's saying you're doing so well. I love what you're doing. I think in reflection, that comes from a base of like, wow, maybe I could do something. Like, they would be. I think you're doing an incredible job. Thanks. Impacting your very small community, but impacting the larger community too. It's super impressive. The great thing about this right now is there's some teachers on here. I know a few of them from my old school. So Josh, place an order, please. sweetwaterart.com.au, because school's out now, and you know, these decisions can be, you know, they're thinking about the next year, and hopefully some teachers from my old school, because there's some Indigenous students there. But I don't even think it's not just for Indigenous students to use. Hey, it's so for non-Indigenous students, or, you know, if in particular school stickers, like, great job with a little bit of artwork in the back. It's a beautiful way to introduce culture.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the student doesn't need to be Indigenous to receive one of those stickers. Is definitely the biggest thing. And that's why I put deadly work on one of them, but a lot of them I just kept it, you know, awesome, but I still have the Aboriginal design, so that those kids can just, those non-Aboriginal kids can see the designs and feel like that and then go home and show their parents or something that this is the type of stuff that they get in the school, and just to slowly introduce culture more into schools, because that's where it all starts really. And education around culture in especially primary schools is a massive thing. That like, education of my culture in my high school was something that I focused on a lot. I would teach the younger kids about my culture, and also my year level about my culture, and that's something that I was really passionate about. So even just putting those stickers in will make a massive difference, especially for the blackfella kids. You know, I know that if I were to receive a Aboriginal design sticker, I would just be like, I would feel so happy, and just know that everyone else is getting these stickers of your own culture it would just make my day as a kid.
Oh, it's beautiful. I even know Thornbury Primary School. They've got a lot of Indigenous kids there, and they got those deadly tickets. And you know, when my partner's son comes home, how school days, he's like flashing that ticket up in his face, up in my face, going, "I got a deadly ticket!" You know, and it's for, you know, for standard things that, you know, we hope that they embrace, like cleaning up around the schoolyard, or making sure you're at school on time, or, you know, quick toilet breaks. It's a beautiful thing. You're doing so much more than just creating a business. It's a positive change. I'm super impressed. So sweetwaterart.com.au for anyone that's kind of tuning into this later on and doesn't get to see right now, or is listening to this later on, head to sweetwaterart.com.au. Your site looks beautiful. I might even, I'll put up the link as well now. You're such an impressive human.
Thank you.
So impressed. 20 years old. You speak so well, and
thanks.
That's the thing that stands out right now. I think you could do like engagement speaking and get into the schools, and like even just present the stickers. You could do school assembly one morning or something, and have a chat, and maybe inspire some year 9s, 10s. People are thinking about, what can I do outside of school? Well, here's an idea. Like, just, you know, follow something. It's in your heart.
Yeah. I've always loved public speaking and stuff.
Have you?
I've always
start
loved
your own radio
it.
show.
Yeah, well, a few people have said that to me, and that used to be my dream. So I've always loved. I don't know, it's a bit weird, but I've always loved to. I think I just love to yarn. Really, that's the thing. I just love to talk.
Yeah. But some people don't do it very well though.
Yeah.
And you wish they stopped. You're not that
Yeah.
person. I wish
No,
you
I'll
never
talk
stopped.
for them because I don't shut up sometimes.
Hey, Kiewa, so nice to meet you, and
You too.
it's a pleasure having you on air as part of Black Biz Week, and I wish you all the best and good luck with Sweetwater Art.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah,
I really appreciate it.
Thanks for coming on. We'll see you again.
Thanks. Bye.